subscribers left a comment here recently. Alloy Lu states that, hi, I'm quite happy with the puppylinux. I'm trying to modify the splash image when I'm voting, but he's wondering where he can't seem to find the grub CFG file. Actually, his machine must be UEFI BIOS, and I responded that you really have to modify menu.lst file, and so we'll go with this video on how to modify a splash screen, which is a screen that when you first boot up you get a choice of ISO files, puppylinux in my case. So let's just open up SDA1, menu list here, menu list, and I have several ISOs, puppylinux ISOs, including Bionic Pup64, and I'm actually recording this on a more recent version of FOSSA Pup 96. So in CE4, first thing what we'll do is we'll take a look at the new list configuration. We'll open a couple of seconds. I have a slow machine here, so I'm also recording simple screen recorder at the same time. So when we just start it up, we have this splash image, and default is that it's actually commented out. But what we need to do is create this file so you can see it when you boot up. So and here I have CE4 booting up as a first choice, and then a FOSSA Pup variant. Another variant here is a Bionic Pup64. So normally it would boot up through the CE4. So, but the first, if you want to see an image rather than gibberish that goes through during the boot screen, what you need to do is just uncomment it. So we'll just go ahead and uncomment it and save it. By the way, you can also change the color of the screen, and then you can just block the other two or whatever you want here and just leave it as a single entry of a color of a choice, for example red and white or whatever. So but we'll just leave that as default, and then we'll go ahead and uncomment this and then save it. So now it's a matter of making that splash.xpm file, and that has a strict limitation and configuration. So what we have to do is get into GIMP. So it's just GIMP I'm starting, and then we'll go ahead and go to a new, and this has to be a certain size for optimal, so it has to be 640 and 480, and then we'll go ahead and give it an OK. So we have this screen. Now it's a good idea to have this splash screen in a dark background, because then you'll clearly see the other ISOs that you can clearly see, because those are generally white color. So you want to be able to delineate clearly what other ISOs that you have. So now first thing that what we'll do in a simple demonstration is we'll go ahead and make a little text file. So we'll go ahead and leave the color as the white, and then we'll just go ahead and say puppies, and then normally it will not be this large font. So what you can do is go ahead and Control A will grab all these letters, and then Control A, and then you can go ahead and make it large, and let's say 100 pixels, and then and then we want to move it to the near the center, so we'll go ahead and move tool, and then move the active applet here, so we'll just move it about there. Okay, now it has to be a certain configuration, so next what we'll do is we'll go to image mode and go to indexed, and then you have to make sure that it maximum number of color is 14. Okay, not the default, with default I believe is 256, so we're going to go ahead and convert it. Okay, now what the next step is, what we want to do is we have to make this one layer, so we'll go ahead and right click here and then merge down. So we have made it one layer. Now we want to convert it back to RGB, so we'll go to image mode again, and this time we'll go to RGB. Okay, now that's been done, and it's what we want to do is export this small screen, so we see it on a boot when we have the boot grub boot. So we'll go ahead and export as, go all the way down to export as, and then we'll go ahead and give it a name of splash.xpm, so it has to be splash.xpm, and we'll put it on the root directory, which is here, and then we'll go ahead and export. Okay, so now we'll close GIMP, and we need we can just go ahead and discard changes, and then we'll go ahead and look at the so the file that we just created. Here is the splash.xpm, which is on the root. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put it in the same place as where the menu list is, which is the boot sector. So we'll go ahead and grab this here and then move it here, and then move. Now it's been moved to a proper place. Now if everything is done correctly, when we reboot, we will get this black with the puppies, and I'll stop the recording at this time, and then hopefully I will be able to show you the final product before the finishing of this video.